Ooh.
Okay.
Okay, we here. We are back with
Return.
another video.
Mm-hmm.
IJT
Yeah.
Productions.
Oh
And
yeah.
today we got some things that we want to talk about, right? Jazz, what we talking about today? What we got going on?
Well, today, what we have going on is we're talking about AI. I love AI. Y'all love AI? Each showing like she like no.
I don't know how I feel about it, but Aisha, what's your thoughts on this new resurgence of AI? Are you into it? Pros, cons? Talk to us. What's going on?
Uh well hi. This is not AI. I would say for AI, I feel like with everything it takes time for me. Like, I feel like some people when they hear a trend or something like that, they hop on it right away. And then you got some people who are like skeptical about certain things and be like, AI is the devil. And I'm just like, let's give it a minute. Let's just see how this goes out. You know what I'm saying? Like Y2K was a thing and it was like, okay, we're still here. So I'm just like, well, yeah, I don't know. I don't like the nosiness part of it. And then y'all know how I feel about acting. Like I want to be able to do things and have my voice heard in like animation one day or be in somebody's movie one day, blockbusters or whatever. Not blockbusters, you want Netflix, but I want to be able to it to be me. Not like, oh, if Aisha don't do the role, we get a clone of her and then put it in a movie or a show. We don't got to pay you. You know what I'm saying? Because we already have an image of you and using it. And so, artificial intelligence. It's like if it's artificial intelligence, does it still mean that it's intelligent? I don't. I don't know. I just yeah. So with AI, I just feel like it's very nosy. I want to give it time. Um, and I know it's great for some people. Like some people love it in tech. I think if it doesn't take anybody rob from anybody's pockets, I'm okay with it. But if it gets to a point where it's like it's going to be detrimental to some people in the economy, like doing the jobs that everybody don't want to do and want to do, then Houston we might have a problem. But that's my take on it. What you thinking, Jazz?
Um, I'm for AI. I love AI, but I'm not gonna hold you to it. Like I've been using AI to like read my messages and stuff. And I'll be like, AI, can you sponsor this for me, please?
Oh,
Um,
you don't care at all. Like if we text you because you got them reading.
huh?
So you say you don't read 12 messages. You
So
say
that's why you sent that never mind.
Right.
That was AI.
That text I sent you the other day, I said, AI, formulate a text so I could talk to my friends.
you be on people.
So I think AI is helpful. Like it helps me think when I don't feel like thinking. It
Right.
has all the words ready for me, what to say, what not to say. Group chats, a lot of messages. I'd be like, AI, catch me up on these group chats, please, because I don't know what's going on. And AI will give me the perfect thing to say, and I'd be like, copy, paste, send. So that's good for me. But I can understand how AI can take away from socializing and just being, like present. It can take away from that. I do see the benefits for like, let's just say people who are up and coming and they want to create stories, but they don't have actors. They may need AI to help them with their vision. Hey, look, I can see both sides, but then I see our side because we are a production company and we do like to act and sing and do all these amazing things. So, it can work to our advantage, but then I can also see how we also want to do the talent and we also want to be the talent and be in front of the cameras and we don't want AI taking our job. Because if you tell AI, hey, write me a script about going to the bathroom, it's going to write you a whole horror story, and you don't need no writer. So, yeah, I can see how it's a good thing and also a bad thing. But I'm pro for it, though. What you think, DJ?
Go DJ.
So I'm a little conflicted. um because I agree with a lot of what both of y'all said. I do feel like heavy on the like let's give it time, but that's also concerning because if it gets to a point, because I seen I Robot as a kid, I'm just saying I can't unsee that movie. So for me, it's kind of like what happens if it gets out of control, or like if it gets in the wrong hands and it's just used for malicious intent. So that's really the concern with just with anything, with because even if you look at where social media has evolved to, like, it used to be completely different. Like, it was more like a friendly kind of, you just kind of keep up with your friends and things like that. And now it's become a lifestyle as far as social media. So with AI, you know, because I was even thinking, like, people gonna be in a video getting caught cheating and be like, that's AI. That's not me, that's AI. Or sometimes I'll be scrolling on Instagram and or YouTube and things like that, and you'll see reels, and then it'll be like a person will be getting hit by a car or something like that, but you can tell, like, well, it's
Right.
hard to tell if it's a real video or if it's AI, or like a animal, attacking somebody, and it's like you're looking at the video, you thinking it's real, so it's like I said, if it gets into the wrong hands, that's the concerning element of it, because then, like, how do you what's the protocol to, like, reverse it or control it if it starts to do things, like for instance, like that example you said, like, you're telling AI to send messages, right, on your phone. Now, I'm being funny. That was a joke, by the way. But let's just say it goes into your library and sends some pictures that you didn't want people to see.
I'm
Like,
only
how do we?
talking about my phone now.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So there's things like that. If you had something, explicit that was for your personal use, it's just more so like, how do we control it regarding privacy and things like that? Because it is getting much better, and it's like, the chat GPTs and the writing you a script or writing this or giving you information on these things, but it's also taking away the human element in a way, because people aren't, like, thinking for themselves in a sense. It's like, oh, well, chat GPT told me to do this, but it's like, what do you think? So I'm here to see it develop. I haven't personally, like, dabbled into it myself for anything. I haven't used it, like, to um you know as far as making content or things like that, which I do like that aspect of it. If it's going to help edit videos faster, if it's going to help, like, organize files, things like that, here for it. But once it starts, like, making images of people, making recordings of people, making sounds of people, that can be a little concerning. But shout out to AI for the use that we did for our last short film, Jen. Shameless plug. So if y'all haven't seen that, y'all should check out Jen,
Mhm.
because we did use some AI to recount the Genesis 1 or origin story of Adam and Eve and the earth's creation by God. So, make sure y'all check that out. So yeah, that's all I got.
Well, listen. I like you said, using AI was great when we did Gen to capture those scenes. So I could see how just using it could be good and beneficial, like for movie purposes, like to capture something that we can't get on camera. Like, for example, space. Like, we can't capture that on camera, but using AI, that can help.
Yeah.
So I get it. I understand, and I promise I won't use Chat GPT or anything else for our messages anymore.
Yeah.
No, we not scolding you. You're not on punishment. We wasn't here, like, scolding you. I'm just saying, be careful, because you just never know. You just never know. And
Right.
because at the end of the day, it's like, is there someone controlling it somewhere? Is it like,
Right.
do these things get saved? So is all this stuff in some cloud, somebody's computer, like
It
all of
does
this
get saved.
information? Yeah, that is. We
Yeah,
so
it gets to know you as a person. But you know what? That's a good movie idea. We should actually do something about that, right? Each, you could star in the movie, and you could be texting, and then your
I
phone
got
send
I got a
all
script
your
idea, but
pictures,
But
I
you know
all your
that's
pictures to all your friends.
That's wild because I don't know. I think I'm born again, so I don't have those photos, thank God. But what I would say is that to when it comes to a script like that, I think there was a movie out like that. I think it was Scarlett Johansson played her, like she was the voice robot lover to this guy. He was
Oh
really
yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
in love with his robot, so it's kind of like, yeah, I'm
I
live.
love it.
It's kind of
Robot is
like
crazy.
people just take over. So I don't know how people would feel about it. Do you think people would develop an intimate relationship? Can that happen
That's
with
the thing. I've heard that's a
Yeah.
thing, or it's becoming a thing. You
Hmm.
know,
wow.
I
and
seen it
then
on
that's the,
IG actually. Men think they talking to like these models, these IG models, but they really not. They're AI.
Oh wow.
yeah.
Yeah.
Scary.
And again, because I've even seen like some like it looks like an actual person like on YouTube, but it's a created image. It's an AI person, and they're like giving motivational advice, and it's just like it's not a real person though.
Right.
So so and then and I think they've gotten better because even like they were trying to like imitate a celebrity's voice, and it used to sound wishy-washy. You couldn't really like you could tell like okay, but now it's like oh no, that's this person. So if they can do an AI of The Rock or Kevin Hart, because there's so many bits and audio that they can put together, they could really do a compilation of them talking. And
Hmm.
so it's going to be interesting to see. And then just like I said, like what happens if again if you use it for malicious intent,
Yeah.
to bully somebody, take pictures of a person and make them look like they're doing a thing that they were never doing. Like,
Yeah,
how
that's
do
dangerous.
we police that? So,
Yeah.
um, like I said, when I watched iRobot years ago, I always was kind of like,
Oh yeah, Sonny was
eh,
cool.
you know what?
Was Sonny. He was cool. Like if AI is like that, then yeah. But if
Yeah,
it's
but it was that one that
right,
was like, nah,
right,
you taking
Right.
over the humans. It's like,
You're taking
you know,
over.
right.
yeah. So hopefully there's like a troubleshoot button,
Yeah.
like, especially if you literally have a robot in your house,
Right.
like,
Hmm.
you taking a nap, you wake up the robot standing over you, then like what's happening right now with like, so I don't know, but that's we're into the future, like these are things that they talked about on the Jetsons and things like that. So the technology is evolving. And we just seeing it happen in real time. Like, oh, this was in movies, or this was on cartoons, and this is in different media. And now it's like, oh, that's really a thing in front of our eyes. So we'll see. But I haven't personally used it, but I low key feel like I'm definitely gonna use that line for sure.
Okay. Wow.
That's AI. They're gonna be like, this is no, that's AI.
Okay.
Mm-mm, that wasn't me. I ain't text that girl. That was AI. That wasn't me.
Mhm.
Just
You should gonna
but
be
yeah,
like, "What you sent me, Gmail?" I'm gonna be like, "Oh, that was AI. I'm so sorry."
right,
Wow.
for
But
real.
you said it knows you, so it's like, is that how you really felt, J Mills? Because now your AI knows you. You know.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, this
Oh,
lady was telling me like she talks to Chat GPT kind of like to have therapy, and I was like, I don't know if that's like safe,
Yeah.
but but hey,
Yeah.
maybe it is a safe space. I don't know, but for me, I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's our TED talk on AI.
Mhm.
Maybe we will use it more, like Jazz said, for our productions, for things that we obviously can't film, and like to help organize our functioning as a production company and things like that. But we still got the pen though. We still gonna put the pen to the paper. We still gonna press
yes.
record on that camera. We still
Yeah.
gonna, what I'm saying? We still gonna do the thing.
Yeah.
So Jazz, what else we got to talk about, because it's been a while, so what else we got to talk about these days? What else been going on in the world that you've been seeing?
Well, I've been noticing that some people been taking a break off of social media, and some people that I know, and I also know people that tell me, "Oh, I'm taking a social media break. I'm taking a break." But can you imagine life without the internet? I know we had it before, but we were so young, right? Like we were like, how old were we? Like I can't like 4 or 5. So,
I was
huh?
11. I was 11.
11? No, because the computer. Okay,
I just put a random age on it.
okay. But I'm like trying to calculate a thing. Like,
I'm only 15 now, so I mean, hey, I mean,
but I'm just like thinking back, and I remember like when my grandparents got the first computer, and man, that thing was slow. All you could play was like jazz ball or solitaire on it or something like that, right?
right.
But can you guys imagine like what do you think life would be without like social media right now?
I think it would be a lot better. I think, I think not to be that person, but
Uh-huh.
okay. I think everything has a pro and a con, right? So as far as being able to put our production, to put our videos on our YouTube channel and reach people, and people can, watch our content, we could connect with other actors and content creators. Love that for us.
Yeah.
But it's so much, and it becomes so it can be a lot as far as just like what you see on the algorithms. It's like constantly feeding you, constantly showing you something, and depending on what you click on, it's going to continue to just throw that at you. So unfortunately, like my algorithm, I see a lot of dating stuff, a lot of the negatives about dating, the negatives about dating, the negatives about dating. So that gets overwhelming because then mentally, like when you're in the real world, it kind of makes you jaded to dating or the economy or the whatever the news is pushing. So I think social media is actually like the new news these days because people don't sit down and watch the news or read the newspaper. Like I was actually talking to somebody the other day, and she was like, "Yeah, do you even remember like newspapers?" And I'm like, "Ma'am, I'm not that that I'm not that young. I remember newspapers, but you don't just see people sitting outside reading their newspaper, you know." So I think social media, to go back to the topic, I think for me personally, yeah, it can starts to get overwhelming and it can become a distraction because you go down a rabbit hole and you're just getting fed and fed, and it's like it's literally filtered to keep you on that app to just keep scrolling and
Yeah.
scrolling. So when you're talking productivity, it can be very challenging to stay productive and stay focused when you're at work or just staying present. The first thing people do is want to go to the phone. When you wake up, you're going to go check your phone instantly. We don't save numbers anymore as far as like in our memory. So, if people lose their phone, it's like that's my wallet, that's my GPS, that's my
Mhm.
contact. So I don't know what to do without my phone. So we're at this point where it's so glued to us to where like there is it's difficult for people to communicate in a sense. It's like you see
Yeah.
people out at restaurants and head down, people
Yeah.
walking, head down, people driving, unfortunately, head
Mhm.
down. Um, so yeah, so as far as like to wrap it up, I'll say as far as the creative aspect for people to be able to build an audience and reach people instantly without having to go on television or having to be in a movie or having to have a record deal or whatever, that's great. But it's just so much. Like even for me as a guy, like heterosexual straight man, it's like I'm just getting tired of seeing ass on Instagram. It's like it's just everywhere. It's
Oh,
just ass, 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 more ass, more ass.
well, what
It's
are
like the
you looking
workout
at for
video.
that to be on there like that?
No, but that's what I'm saying. You click on one thing and it feeds
One
you
thing.
that. So
What's
you
that?
and sometimes it just they came up to me. They came up to me. I didn't tell him.
All right.
He came up
All
to
right.
me.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
you know, it's like you click on a joint workout video and joints, y'all not low. We know what y'all doing. We know
Y'all,
what y'all doing with them angles.
y'all.
We know what y'all doing. So, but again, that gets overwhelming because it's like it don't make it special no more.
Okay.
Modesty used to be a thing, something to look forward to. But if it's everywhere, it's kind of like it waters it down. So I'm gonna
Hmm.
end on that. I'm gonna throw it to Aisha from Brownsville the best. What's your thoughts? Talk to me.
I wanna respond, but I can't let you go because you clickbait on the joint working out in the video, and that's
They
okay. Oh,
I'm a victim.
okay. Wow.
Okay.
All right.
I just want to go on Instagram and get a
Mhm.
motivational speech
Okay.
and hear something enlightening for the day,
Okay.
and then I just
Sure.
get short
Sure.
videos and
Yeah.
ads.
Got it.
I
Heard.
feel attacked.
All right. Well,
Okay,
Okay.
you can go
I
to change.
feel attacked.
We'll change that. So I would say for me, I was having a great time off of social media. I felt like a kid again, like before school next game, if y'all remember those days. But so I really enjoy the break of being off, and I have to worry about like my account. I think I also do social media for like work, so that's another thing too. Like once I come home or if I'm like done for the day with work, the last thing I want to see is no disrespect, but like I don't want to see Instagram and TikTok and YouTube because I do it for work. So I'm like I'm okay without it. But for the most part, I liked it in the early stages, like where Facebook, was kind of social, kind of friendly, as stated before.
Mhm.
But with the internet, like I guess like we used to be in the chats, AIM was a thing.
Shout out to AIM.
Yeah, like we had AIM, we was in the chats, we was live
MySpace.
there, we had little games we
Yeah.
played. I think Sims was a thing, like it was just all those little things that was fun. But I think when it starts getting into like bullying, harassment,
Yeah.
caring, depending on where you're at and where your heart is, it can be a bit too much. You try not to compare. You're like, I'm happy for these people, but you glamming, you showing up all the good things. I'm like, before seconds before you took that photo, you and him squad up. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, are we really happy in real life as we are on social media? So
Right.
now when I was off of social media, I was still a fool and having a great time. and I'm probably still gonna be a fool having a great time. It took a while to get to that point because when I was on social media, like really heavy in the season of like, oh, I'm putting marriage and like kids and like being a millionaire as an idol. And guess what happened? You do that as an idol, that's all you see. So you see your peoples become millionaires and married and have children. You're like, okay, Lord, I want to be happy for people, but I feel some type of way too. And the people I didn't even know what's in my timeline. I'm like, how did this algorithm happen? I don't even know you. So like 12 said, it came to me. But it's what you're looking at. But now I can say I'm definitely at a place where social media, I'm just like, okay, this is it. I'm content. I'm good with it. But if we had life without the internet, I think we'll be fine. I don't think we should be knowing everything at like once. I think that's too much for the human brain. Like we're trying to play. Only God should know what's going on all at the same
Yeah.
time. Whether we know wars
Mhm.
happening here, there, that, and the third. I'm like, y'all just proving that Revelation is really gonna pop up. Like, and I'm like, we just getting ready. So that's my take on it. But I would say it would definitely be a joyous time. Maybe we could get back outside, play double dutch and hopscotch and spades and
Booty tag.
Mhm.
no, no, no. So see, this is how you got the booty on your algorithm. We
Oh,
don't
my bad. Oh, yeah,
booty.
I thought I was on mute.
I
That was
put it
AI. That was AI. That was AI. That was AI.
that was you, Tuan. That wasn't you. But I will say, I'll pass it to Jen. Tell the people what you think about the internet. How do you feel, darling?
I think the internet is okay. Let me tell y'all a funny story the other day. So the other day, I had to go pick up Makai from school because he usually takes a school bus. And my phone, I didn't charge my phone because I thought he was coming home on the school bus. So my phone was like at 10%. And I had to rush out and get him. And I had to take an Uber to get there. And because his school is like far, it's like 8 minutes driving, but walking is like an hour. Like one of those type of situations.
Yeah, I know that, bro.
So I get to his school and I'm like, come on, Makaya, hurry up, get out. He's taking forever. all I see is 1% on my phone, and I need the internet. Just like, DJ was saying, you need an internet for things, for maps and all that stuff. I don't know my way around Buffalo, and I don't know nobody's number. So I hurried up and pressed the Uber button, and I just saw, I didn't see no, what you call it, the license plates. I didn't see nothing, and and it says your Uber's coming, and then the phone just died, and I didn't see the license plate. My phone is off. I don't know nobody's number. I don't know my husband's number. I don't know nobody's number. So I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna be stuck out here with my child. And I was like, Makai, do you think we know how to get home without the internet? Like, because we don't got no GPS. Yeah.
Can we time out? Because you dropped some titles that wasn't on the internet. You see how life is happening when you're not on the internet? Like, you dropped the big H word on there. You got a big something on your finger. You see how that happened?
I'm like you.
Yeah.
I stay off the internet. I keep stuff off the internet.
Exactly. Life happens. I think it's great. Like, yeah, that's great. Congratulations, J Mills.
Oh, thank you. I stay off the internet, but so I need the internet just for the GPS thing. Wait, somebody said something?
Quanah tuned in. Yeah. She likes your tattoo, Desmond. Thank you, Quanah.
Thank you, Quanah. How you doing? Much love to Quanah.
Right.
So I didn't know no one's number, no anything. And I'm just like, oh man, like, how am I gonna get home? I need the internet. Like, I can't live without the internet. Like, I was just thinking about how much I need the internet. It wasn't so much that my phone died and all that stuff, because I wasn't thinking about the charge. I'm like, I need the internet. Like, that's where my mind went. I wasn't even thinking about my phone need to be charged, because all I have to do is just charge the phone, right? But because I rely on the internet so much, and I rely on my phone so much, which is practically the internet. A phone is the internet, a walking internet. I was like, I can't live without it. I really can't. So that's how I feel. I feel like I need it. But I'm like you, Ish. I don't like to put myself too much on the internet. I do like some privacy, and I do keep things quietly, like just with my friends and family, just to like celebrate with them, to enjoy the moment. But I think IG, TikTok, YouTube, all of that is useful. Just like what DJ was saying, because we need it. We use it for ideas that we can express, our company that we're trying to build on up and make it great and stuff. So I love these tools that we can be able to utilize so that we could just put our stuff out there, our product out there. So yeah, I love the internet. I can't live without it. I need it. I'm not one of those that can just go and be like, let's play hopscotch and double dutch. No, I don't know how to jump rope, so no.
Oh, say less this summer. We outside.
We outside.
He's out of time.
I wanna add this, because there's the thing that I see a lot, and I got to vent for a second, because I was having a conversation with a friend, and we were just discussing like this new transparency, but you recording it. You recording your vulnerability. So it's actually being vulnerable if you're pressing record. Like, for instance, like people crashing out, getting online, crying about a breakup, and it's just like, in my opinion, I'll be like, why are you recording it? Like, why is this? Why do we need to know, or give it updates? Like, yeah, because I was faithful to him, I helped him with his bills, but he went to. Why do we need to know that? Like why do I don't want to know about y'all threesomes. I don't. And I just think now we get into a point where even I had to kind of question myself. There was like times where I posted things and I'm like, what am I posting this for? But it's just because it's so, not even a thought. We go to a restaurant, we post it. We at a concert, we post it. We got something new or an announcement, we post it. We show the best parts of ourselves. But on the contrast, you see people giving out their personal business. I'm seeing people talking about the STDs that they got. I'm like, what? Like, why are you
do all of that?
Listen, the AI algorithm be attacking me. I'm sorry, but I guess my algorithm is rated R,
It
but
is.
the stuff I be
Yeah, because I
seeing,
don't get none of that on my time. I'm sorry.
but I'm saying the story times. You get what I'm saying? It's just kind of like I
Yeah.
can't imagine myself being in an emotional state and I'm going through like something really like career or family, whatever the case, and then
Maria
and
in the
then
chat, she was like, "What do you be clicking on?"
I'm telling you, I just be minding my little business.
Mhm.
But you going through real life and then you prop your phone up and then it's like you about to cry, but it's like, hold on, I'm about to cry. All right, let me hold on.
I am.
It's what are we what are we doing?
I could.
So it
I could
so
try.
this
Yeah.
yeah, so this new like crying online, looking for sympathy, looking for attention, it's like because that's what it really is. Um that's 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 I'm telling you, it's AI. That's what I'm rolling with. I'm gonna be like, that's AI. I don't know who that woman is. I mean, if Bill Clinton got away with it without AI, I'm getting away with it with the AI. Okay, just saying.
Oh God.
But but no, but all jokes aside, it's like I think there's a bit of oversharing for sure. Um, talking about things that used to be intimate, talking about things that used to be sacred, you know, in earlier generations, or like again, like when social media first started, you know, it was like, you know, more like friend family just to kind of keep up with people, stay in contact. But now it's like some people get obsessed, like they'll post something and "Oh, how many people watched my story? How many like, oh, I didn't get enough likes, I gotta take it down." It's like we got into a place where it's really a level of overconsumption.
Mm.
But sometimes when I be seeing people like crashing out or like losing it, I just be like, nobody's gonna tell them like you ain't wanna like
No, they tell you.
not post that. Like you didn't like because it's just like I can't imagine myself like going like really going through something and then being like, all right, let me set my camera up. All right. Today, y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all about. It's
Yeah.
just like certain things should just be, in my opinion, humble opinion. Some things should just be left back into intimate spaces, and unfortunately with these devices people are kind of missing out on actual real life and bonding, having dinner and sitting at the table with your family and y'all laughing and joking without there being interruptions and phones and pings and notifications. The art of, you know, just really being present in a moment, the art of actually like not being consumed with how much attention am I going to get today? How many people am I going to interact with today? So I think for me, I got the hybrid lifestyle. I was born before social media, but also like as it developed to where it is now. So
Mm-hmm.
I have a appreciation for just those like humbling experiences of just walking in the park and like you're saying, being outside playing and getting fresh air,
Mhm.
you know, traveling and things like that. So I can appreciate that in my own life, but because the phones is such a, even, I learned the tap to pay a few years ago. I ain't pulling out my wallet for nothing, you know. So, so
Take
the
my phone if you don't
technology,
want.
I'm telling you, so the technology is is evolving. Is either we're gonna get with it or get lost. But I do feel like there has to be a balance because sometimes like it can just get overwhelming. You're hearing nothing but negativity, bad news.
Mhm.
It's like, okay, let me get off this thing. So I have to police myself, be like, all right, you've been scrolling for 10 minutes. What we doing? Or I tell myself like don't check it until this time of the day. Okay, interact, respond to
Yeah.
things and leave it alone.
Right.
But some people literally just scroll. That what's that? The dopamine hit they be saying. It's just like
Mhm.
yeah. So
Yeah.
so yeah. So yeah. So but I think we could be more intentional this summer when we get together. We could try to just enjoy each other's company
Mhm.
without mobile devices and
That's
see how
true.
it goes.
I
Yeah.
agree with that. I also think too, to your point, 12, I think it's the intention with some of the videos. If you doing it for attention seeking, cool, I get it. Then that's obviously not good. Now, if you doing it because the Holy Spirit was like, nah, you got to make this public. Your testimony gonna save lives. I'm here for that too. Like, people got a thing. I know with like denouncement videos from like organizations. I'm a member of that myself. So when I first did some things, did it come out malicious? Absolutely. Did I have people in my corner like, yo, Ish, like, I spoke to God, like maybe you should, rah rah rah, take that down a little bit, do it different. So I had to learn from that. And so I definitely had to, post a video again because as public as those things are, as much as public it was for me to go into it, it's public for me to go out of it. So I could see those videos, but posting a video about like, oh, I'm gonna hit him up, we're gonna do a stick up and things like that, you literally just like set yourself up to go to jail. So like them I'm not, no, go ahead. But like life and like breaking generational curses and things like that, and like trying to set freedom because like your intention of your heart is like, this is what you do. Your life is really not about you at the end of the day, it's for others. So if your story, your testimony could break people free from things, absolutely, I'm here for it. And then sometimes people post those videos and they don't even want to do it, but they gotta obey God, and you're like, okay, yeah. Now you know, like if you're in a crossfire, you're gonna lose something, you're gonna lose people, and it's like, well, who did you idolize? You idolize relationships? Did you idolize God? So I can see those videos. But as far as like going through a breakup and going through a marriage and like going through a divorce, if God is telling you like, yo, I need you to say this and just this only, cool. It's like when Kevin Hart was like, his mother told him you could say only one curse word, but he took it. That was like, it was like, no, intention has to be. So I think from there, those videos with like the attention on it, it's like, okay, what are we doing this for? Is it to bring glory or to bring chaos? So I think from there, those are parts where I totally agree with. I'm like, it's time to head out. But I do see why some people are doing some things, and I do see the other side of it where it could be messy and people are misleading. So I totally get you that. And that's why I'm just like, I will only go on social media when needed. And that's just how I feel about it. Because I used to be addictive and be like, oh my God, I'm posting content. Oh, this is funny. Oh, it's going viral. All these things. And I'm like, well, what am I chasing, Lord? Like, is this you or is this me? So I had to take a step back. I think that I'm getting to more of the intention of this is like J Mill said, this is a tool. Yes, utilize this tool. You bring the glory to God. And if God is like, y'all gonna get some money off of this, amen. That's all I gotta say about that. So yeah.
So guys,
I had a comment in here too.
Yeah, I wanted to throw this to Jazz because you actively have a son, Makai. He's a grown man now.
Right.
But, yeah, I'm in the background.
No, we didn't.
I heard somebody.
Oh, but you fine.
Okay, because he is very distracted. I'm sorry if I'm making faces because I'm making faces at Makai. I'm sorry.
But to Maria's comment, I think it would be appropriate for you to answer that question, like how, like, as Makai's growing up, getting older, I'm sure he knows how to use a phone and things like that. So how are you teaching him as far as the social media and the internet balance? Like, what are your thoughts on that? Shout out to Maria, appreciate you.
Hi Maria, thank you for the question. So what's Makai like? He's 10, he's about to be 11. Grown up voice, deep, and he's taller than me now. He's taller than me now. So he's looking down at me like this. But one of the things I do teach him is about being aware of pedophiles being online. I do have to take it there. I have to tell him about people who pretend to be younger kids, just to talk to other children. I say, don't let anybody text you and be like, can you come to my house? Can I have your address? Don't give out no address. Don't give out no personal information. Do not text or chat anybody that you do not know. But he does have a TikTok account and he does have a Roblox account. So those are the only two things I do let him have, but they are monitored. So on my phone, I can see what he's doing through a family link app, which Google watches everything, but I'm not going to talk about that later. But, Google helps me to monitor my child as they're monitoring me. So it works. It works.
No,
everybody get it.
So everybody, but I see like who he's chatting, and I go and I do check and I do see that, okay, my son is listening to me. Like he's not doing anything that he's not supposed to do. So it's just all about communication, being open. I let him know that I am going to check your stuff. I'm not going to tell you when, it's going to be like an audit, a surprise. Yeah,
Try,
just keeping it
try.
open. Yeah.
Okay. No, and I agree with that. Like it's the same, like, I got nieces and nephews, a lot of them. So they're growing up and they have their little profiles and things like that. And that is concerning, like you said, just to not get them too used to being because I also think like I don't know, I don't want to sound mean, but like I feel like a lot of these younger kids are like kind of slow. Um because they
No,
don't have
actually, they know how to work. Like Makai knows how to use technology to his
the
advantage.
technology they're great at,
Yeah,
but just
you know.
like interacting and like like kind of social skills because they're so used to being on the phone, so they don't necessarily may know how to like hold the
True.
conversation
I
and like
mean, all
use the
his
art.
social interactions are on the phone. But I just want to say this: I do not let Makai use a profile picture of himself online. It has to be of a cartoon character or something. Like I don't let him put personal pictures online. You know,
Yeah,
because people be looking and stuff like you said, it's just they're just young.
right,
But
for sure.
let me tell you something. One thing that Makai did that I did not like though was that Makai was getting his homework done very, very fast. And I said, how are you doing your homework so fast? Like, your homework is done in 20 minutes. You did math and vocabulary, English, whatever. So I go check his phone and I see that he downloaded an AI app that does your homework for you. So all he had to do is just take a picture of the homework and it gives you the answers just like that. And I'm like, Makai, who told you about this app? And he was like, I just Googled it, mommy.
Wow. Maybe if I wasn't born in this age, I wouldn't sound much like a hater. But like if that was around my time, I probably wouldn't have been mad at it. Even
Yeah,
though I did homework around lunchtime, but because I wanted to play outside after class. But still, like that's
Right.
pretty
yeah,
genius.
but we're losing the art of like writing those
Right.
skills, like writing on paper,
Mhm.
reading things, like not like people using like these little like I remember LOL and like JK. Now it'd be so these different ones, and I'm like, I don't know what these things mean. I'm like, don't send me letters, please. Can you write your words out? I don't know what these letters mean. Like I'm not
Right.
that young.
Yeah.
You have to write in a sentence, please. Thank you. Because like I'm like I said, I know LOL, I know JK, LMAO. I remember those, but now it's just a bunch of them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You know, WYD, IMO. It's just like and I have a friend. He's a little younger than me. We're neighbors, so we'll talk sometimes, and he'll be like, "Yeah, you old," and I'm like, because he that's how he communicates, and no, like he'll text me something. I'm like, "What does this mean?" He said, "Oh, it means this," and I'm just like, I would never would have put that together.
Mm.
Never would have
Well,
put
that's
that
how
together.
I feel when I be asking each to explain IG to me all the time. I'm like, I'm older than you. You gotta explain this to me.
We don't
I'm
can know
like,
the internet needs to know that Jay Mills and I are born in the same year. I don't care what she says. So you can't flex that on people. I don't know where they did that on the internet, but every chance Jay Mill gets, she only got me maybe 6 months. She will flex her age on me, talking about, oh, I'm older than you. I don't know what this means. That's not what that is. So someone
oh,
decide,
true.
Speaking of
I'm six
flex,
months
like
older.
be careful with that with the rock on the
right?
camera. You might blind us. You gotta chill out. Hold
Yeah.
on. Don't blind us
So
now.
we need okay.
She, but flexing
But
age,
yeah,
stop.
yeah. So I think we're gonna I think this was a good conversation. We got a lot of gems. Shout out
Yes.
to Maria, Shaquana, whoever else is watching, whoever's not in the chat
Yes,
but just
thank
watching.
you.
We appreciate y'all. Whoever's gonna watch on the playback, we appreciate y'all as well. So, any final thoughts? I'm gonna pass it to you, Aisha. Any final closing remarks?
As far as the internet goes, I missed my childhood before it got there, and I'm gonna make the most of it when the internet is here. Just because social media is a thing, don't mean I got to be social on the media. I could be social in real life, and so that's what I would.
Yay.
If you're happy in real life, make sure it shows on social media. Good news about me is I show when I'm doing good and when I'm doing bad, so it's all good. So I would say that. J Mills, what you got to say?
I would just say that, social media, just use it for the right things to encourage people, to inspire people. Like you said, each to share your testimony. I know that I'm working on that now because I definitely want to share mine soon. But it's just to build community and to reach out to other, people to encourage each other, because we need more encouragement more than ever for each other. So just use it in a way that's uplifting and encouraging and not tearing each other down. So that's what I have to say.
Yeah, and if you get caught cheating, just say it was AI. All right, y'all. Thank you for watching. This is IJT Productions.
All right.
And y'all will see us soon with more videos. And we're gonna ask y'all to meet us in the comments to keep the conversation going. Appreciate everybody for watching. See you on the next one.
Yes. Love you guys. Bye.
Okay, bye.
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 Bye.